Alright, what is up, my dudes? It is James here. That's my real name. Coming straight at you with another tutorial. Bro, I'm so bad at intros. Someone's gonna watch this and be like, what the fuck is this nigga saying? No, but... Oh shit, Swords Mark. What's up, dude? I still can't pronounce your name. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to pronounce your name. Anyways. Alright, so let's get right into it. Basically, let's see, what should I explain? So yeah, if you watched the last video, this one's gonna be like 100,000 times harder. So what I'm basically gonna show you is how to do this. So yeah, it looks easy, but it's actually like fucking ridiculously hard. So basically, like I was explaining in the last video, you know, if you're close to someone, and you press X, you're gonna be doing this bullshit. And unlike in Tenkaichi 3, if you press R1 or R2, it actually ignores the barrier and it just lets you move. But it's not like that on this game, because this game, you know, is a bit more serious. So, what the fuck, Nightbot? Nightbot just timed your ass out. No, but okay, so let me reset the position of this shit. Alright, now let me get this dude up in the air. Alright, so basically, so yeah, so I already said that you can't press L1, you can't press R1, you can't press R2, and you can't press X. And clearly you're not on the ground, so you can't do the stuff I showed you in the last video. None of that works. So how do you do it? Basically, whenever you press triangle, there's one frame, literally one frame. In this game, runs at 60 frames per second, or if you're playing on Wii, it runs at 30 frames per second. So you have basically like 1/30th to 1/60th of a second to press the next buttons after you press triangle. So yeah, so you press triangle, right, and it breaks the barrier. So after you press triangle, like see how I press triangle and then I pressed X twice, that and it lets me do that. And if I just press X twice, it's not letting me do that. So now you have to press X twice, and you can go in any direction. You don't have to go backwards, but it's kind of recommended to go backwards. Yeah, it's Storage Mart. It's fucking stupid hard. It's like super fast. No, but so basically what you're doing. Oh yeah, if you remember from my last video, like here, I'll just show you real quick. So the R1X shit, and then you did the slide with R2. Well, in this, you're still using the R2 slide, but you're using it like right after the X, so you're not using the R1X, obviously. So you're gonna press triangle. You're gonna hold the stick or the D-pad, whatever you like to use, in a certain direction. Then you're gonna press X twice. Then you're gonna press R2 and move the stick back to where like the person is. Basically, you don't have to do that, but it's like the best thing to do. So it looks like this. Yeah. And that's another thing, is like if the person has a lift strike throw, which is like the ground grab, which is up triangle, it can really fuck you up, because you'll be coming back and then you want to do another key blast, but if you're still holding up when you did other key blast, it does this. Oh shit, I just fucked it up. Hold up. It does that. So it's actually really hard to like do more than one of these in a row. Actually, there's pretty much no one else on YouTube, at least. Like I'd like to think I've watched almost every BT2 video that's good, and I haven't seen anybody else able to do this other than my channel. So I'm pretty proud of that, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so triangle once, X twice, hold the stick in a certain direction or the D-pad, R2, then direction, like as you press R2 and where you want to go. So it's gonna look like that. And you can also, like, since you're back in the barrier, you could do a double tap X, and then you just saw what happened. So yeah, you can do that too. And the thing is you don't necessarily have to press R2 to come back. You can also press R1, but the problem with pressing R1 is that this happens. So you get a little bit too high, like up in the air, and like you can guard really fast on this game. Like, look how fast I'm guarding, and every time you see the dude guard, it actually resets where he's facing. So like if you mess up even like 1/10 of a second, they're just gonna turn around and guard. So you, like, to actually do this to the point where it's not guardable, you have to be like so fucking fast. It's actually crazy. Like even in like online matches and shit, I've only done it a couple times. Like, it's really, really hard. But yeah, I mean, I've pretty much explained already like how it works. I guess something else that I should have explained, I kind of got ahead of myself. Like, something I should have explained before this is, so after you press triangle and the barrier breaks, anything that can happen outside of the barrier can now happen inside of the barrier. So like usually, like, if you're far away and you press X, like because right here I'm not in the barrier, right? So you press X once, and then you'll do a regular dash like this. But whenever you're doing a regular dash and you press triangle, you do like a key flurry spam, so it looks like this. Well, if you're near the person and you use that first triangle to break the barrier, then you can already do what I just showed you. So you could go like this. Oh shit, I just fucked that up. See? So the input for that is just triangle, XX, triangle. And you basically have to learn that before you can do anything else I just said. I should have said that first, honestly. So yeah, before you do anything else, just practice doing this. Just triangle, XX, triangle. Just practice that over and over again. And once you get used to that, it becomes a little bit easier. And then once you feel like you've gotten the timing down for triangle L, what's up, Cal? How are you doing, man? The pro cow, the extra pro cow of the proest cows of the entire pasture of the farm. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so triangle, XX, triangle. You do that for however the fuck long it takes you until you feel comfortable with it. Then you can do triangle, XX, hold the stick in a direction, R2, hold the stick back in the other direction, etc. Dude, those fucking cow emojis, dude, that shit's so funny, bro. And what you really want to do is, like, after you get back to them, like after you go like this, oh shit, oh yeah, that's another thing, dude, there's so many little things I'm forgetting because this shit is just like so ingrained into my head. Like, you don't want to hold R1 or R2 that long after you're coming back, because then you'll just end up too far away. Like, you'll end up like way the fuck down here, or you'll end up like way the fuck up here. So you want to like just tap it, and it'll happen. Like, yeah, see, and like I said earlier, pressing R1 is just not even advisable. You pretty much always want to press R2. So it's like that. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. After you do the triangle, XX, triangle, if you're still not able to do the full thing like I'm telling you, you can actually triangle X to get away like that. XX, I mean, and it will cancel. Since you pressed XX and you held the stick back, you're outside of the barrier, so now you could just do a regular dash. You just press X again. And this will help some people because they won't have to worry about the R2 timing. So it's just triangle, XX. Oh shit, I just fucked it up. Triangle, oh fuck. Triangle, oh my god. Triangle, XX, and then, oh my god. I'm literally so good at this that I can't even fuck up if I want to. So, okay, so triangle, XX, back, outside of the barrier, X. That's what you should be doing, basically. So it's like, holy shit, dude. I literally can't even do the noob version because I'm so used to the real version. Okay, So triangle, XX back, get outside the barrier, press X again. There we go. Yeah. Or, and another, oh shit. Oh wow, that was awesome how I canceled that. Another thing you can do is triangle, XX, get out of the barrier, and then X square, and it will do this. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah. And I mean, that's not really advisable either, because like there's so much end lag between that you'll literally like it'll pretty much won't work on anybody that's good at the game. So, but those are the first. So let me just fucking start this whole thing over, because this shit is so unorganized right now. So you're gonna start off pressing triangle, pressing X twice, and then pressing triangle again. So it looks like this. Then you're gonna press triangle, hold the stick back, XX, get outside of the barrier, and then X. So it's like this. Then you're gonna press triangle, XX, hold the stick back, press X again, and then press square. So it's like this. Like that. And once you get comfortable with those three things, which should actually take you like kind of a while, you're not going to immediately pick that up, then you can do the full thing, which is triangle, XX, R2, well, hold the stick back after XX, R2, move back forwards, and there you go. So it's like, well, I just did the R1 version like a fucking retard. Alright, well now that I've redundantly explained that over and over again, let's actually see how it works in a real match. So, alright, come on, Gohan. Alright, well I'm hoping that this makes sense to some people. And alright, so that's the thing. So let's turn the computer back off now. And you also notice that I basically did the same thing as the slide from the last video, like going from like forwards to back on them. So like how you do that, you just triangle, XX to the side, and then R2, and you just kind of move around them, so it's like, oh shit. Okay, I canceled that. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like this. So yeah, so it's triangle, XX to the side, R2 to the side, and there you go. And when I say to the side, I just mean like the general direction of how you're gonna get behind them. It should be pretty obvious, like how to do that. I don't think that needs explaining. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, honestly. Now let's do something that's a little bit harder. So this part, honestly, that first part should take you like, I'm gonna be real. Like I have all my videos privated right now, but if I unprivate all those videos, you'll see that it took me like almost like half a year to learn this. Like for like the first 6 months that I played this game, I did not know how the fuck to do that, and I knew the inputs for it. I just didn't like have the actual skill to actually do it. So like yeah, it's gonna take like, even if someone is like really like good at reaction times and shit, it's still gonna take you a minute to learn how to do that. But like once you get to that point, then you can do this. And this is actually something I invented myself, so I'm quite fucking proud of this shit. So look at this shit right here, my ninjas. Fucking cow with those donut emojis, dude. This man drinks milk and eats donuts all day, bro. Steady eating those donuts. Oh yeah, let me turn the computer down. Oh, he got in the air for me. Thank you, Gohan. Alright. Alright, so now, this is where shit gets, like, actually crazy. So, take everything I just explained in the last fucking 15 minutes of this video, and basically put it on crack. Like, once you get, like, super comfortable with doing everything I just explained, then you're gonna press X 3 times instead of 2 times. And during the first 2 X's, you want to already be holding your stick direction, because you won't have time in the third X. It just won't work out like that. So you have to hold the stick in the direction by the first 2 X's. But then on the third X, it's going to make you actually do a double free will dash, that's what this is called. The air dash is called free will. So it's going to make you do a double one of those. So you're going to go like hella further. Because if you noticed with Piccolo, you could only go like a little bit away and then come back. But with Oob, Kid Trunks, and like in Android 18 and like a few other characters, they can actually do a double version of this. So it looks like this. Hold on, let me do a little bit better. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I actually invented how to do that. So yeah, some cool shit, man. Some cool shit. Yeah, so fuck, I already explained how to do it, but it's like, how should I elaborate on this shit, man? Like I said, none of this is being planned. I'm just doing this like straight off the top of my head, like no planning involved. Okay, so how do I explain this? Oh, okay, that's a good way to... Okay, so a good way to explain this is, don't even worry about coming back from the first time that you get outside the barrier. Like, don't even worry about that at first. Just worry about actually getting the double dash to happen. So just worry about doing this. Like, just worry about doing that for a while. So you're just going to be doing... Yeah, so just basically... Oh, yeah. And on this, you have to press R1 or R2 while you're actually moving away, not while you're coming back. With the regular one, you have to press it R1 or R2 as you're coming back to get the momentum to actually end up back where you started. But on this one, to get that extra distance, you actually have to press it as you're going away. So it's like that. And if you're really good, you can, whenever you get out of there, you won't even need to do another blast, because you'll be outside of the barrier already. So you can just do a regular dash. Like, you can get out of here and then just do a regular, like I just did, like a regular dash coming back. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, let me think of another way to explain this. How can I make this easier to understand? And oh, that's another thing that I totally forgot to fucking mention. So if you're using, I don't really use the D-pad, so I have absolutely no advice for anybody that uses the D-pad. Sorry about that. But if you're using the stick, you can literally flick the stick like up and down, and you'll actually get way faster movements. Like you can just flick it up and down, like not even worry about it. Like, of course, start with down, but then go back up, so it's... Yeah, like that. Like for example, like, do you see whenever I do the dash and then I press my R2, how my character just kind of spazzes out, going back and forth? Well, that's what the flicking the stick is doing. Like, yeah, like that. So, like, if you really just go fucking all in with it, like, go balls deep with this shit, then you can just do, like, the craziest movements. Like some shit like that. Oh, fuck. Alright, let me turn the computer on, and we're gonna see how this shit actually works in game. As you can see, he's just standing there basically taking his dick, honestly. Like, Like, he has nothing he can possibly do because, like, if someone doesn't know how to do this and you're doing this against them, like, they have absolutely no chance to do anything. Like, there's nothing they can do about it. And keep in mind, I'm not playing this on, like, level 1 or some shit. Like, this is on level 5. The level 5 CPU can't even react to what I'm doing. He's literally just fucking standing there like, oh shit, where did this nigga go? Like, like, here, I'll keep showing you guys. Like, hold on. See, he literally can't even do anything. Like the most he can do is either guard or press square, and it's literally never going to hit me. Also, assuming that someone can do the movement, like here, let me turn the computer off so I can explain this shit. Oh yeah, storage more. Yeah, this is fucking insane. Honestly, it's like I'm pretty proud that I was the one that actually discovered this shit. Like, there's no one else that can actually do this. Even Zoso and Zero, like I've talked to both of them, and they both admit that they've never done this, like not even once. So, yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, so yeah, what was I gonna explain? What the fuck? Oh yeah. So, even if someone can do the thing I showed you with Piccolo, like the regular version of this, the fact is like, they're gonna have to, okay, so if the character doesn't have double free will, like the thing, like, you know, the really, like, far version of it, like Kid Trunks has, the only thing that Piccolo could do against this, he would have to do a regular free will, like, after your free will, he'll have to be doing his own free will, know what direction you're coming from, and either hold guard, or he'll have to outplay you in what direction you're coming from. So say I'm going like over here. If the Piccolo was right here and he went over here, like, see, okay, like how do I explain this? Like say I'm right here and I go like this, but then I come over to the left a little bit before I come back down for my second one. So to further explain it, like, I'll show you the full motion of what Kid Trunks would do, and then I'll show you the full motion of what Piccolo could do. So Kid Trunks would go like this. Oh fuck, I just fucked it up. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so Kid Trunks would go like this, and Piccolo being right here. So we already established that I just went the double free will distance, came back to the right, right? So if Piccolo's right here and he can't do the double free will, the only thing he could do would be this. He'd have to go to the left. You saw how I went to the left? He'd have to go to the left in the same time, and he would have to hope that you don't do another free will, or he has to go to the left and then press guard. And oh yeah, he's in the Goku outfit. Yeah, it kind of looks weird. No, but so that's literally the only thing he could do. He would have to go to the left and hope you don't do the double free will again, and if you don't, then he's going to end up behind you and he can start comboing you. But like I said, like, if you're really good at it, you can just keep doing this. Oh shit, I just I said if you're really good at it, but then I fuck it up. That's funny. Anyways, no, but if you keep going like this, oh fuck, dude, I can't. What's wrong with me? Hold on, give me a second. Well, you guys saw earlier in the video. Hold on. No, hold on. I have to do it. Hold on. Yeah, my fingers just for some reason aren't cooperating with me. But earlier in the video, you saw me do those double free wills like in a row much faster than I'm doing right now. Let me try it again though. Nah, I'm just not doing it very fast right now. But yeah, you could. I mean, I also have another video. It's called Insane Air Dash Resets. If you look at that video, that's actually the fastest one I've ever done. So yeah. So anyways, so if Kid Trunks is doing that, like at that speed, then Piccolo has no fucking chance. He has to go the opposite direction of you, and then he has to guard, and that's the only thing he could do. And he can, and basically, if two people are really good at free will, then it's like a battle of like who can get behind each other. And it's like, how do I explain it? Like, it basically depends on whenever someone fucks up. So you saw like how I just now, like about 30 seconds to a minute ago, how I was doing it much slower than I did it a few minutes ago. So if I'm doing it at that slow speed, and the Piccolo is playing pretty fast, or if he's using like Oob or another character that has double free will and he does it faster than me, plus he's going the opposite direction, because again, going the opposite direction really fucking matters for how you're going to get behind them if they're doing free will. So if he's going the opposite direction and he's also playing faster than me, then it doesn't matter if I do free will, because he's playing faster than me and he's also out positioning, like maneuvering me, so he's going to end up behind me. But say we're going the same speed and my character has double free will and his doesn't, then his only option is to guard and then free will and then guard, because like after I free will I have to do another ki blast, right? So that's like a moment of end lag. That's like a moment where I can't move. So in that moment, Piccolo, okay, I'm doing it pretty fast right now. Yeah, okay, here we go. So in that moment of whenever I do the extra ki blast, that's when Piccolo has to move again. But it's really hard to do it consecutively because he doesn't know what direction I'm gonna pick next. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a real-time chess game. Like, you have to know what direction the dude's gonna go in to be able to pick the opposite direction, so you have a better chance of getting behind him. And that's pretty much like how it's done, honestly. Like, yeah. So, what's something else? Yeah. So I pretty much established that you have to go in the opposite direction from the dude who's also doing free will if you want to stand a chance to go against free will. But if you're not fast enough to like match that speed, then your best chance is to go in the opposite direction from the first free will and then guard and then do this. You have to get on the ground. Like, you literally just have to get on the ground. Like, so if the other dude is just like outplaying the fuck out of you, then you're gonna have to ki blast, free will the first time in the opposite direction, so it kind of sets the dude off guard, and then you're just immediately gonna have to do this. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like boom, boom. It's gonna look like that. So, and because the only option is to just get on the ground. If the other dude is just straight up fucking raping you, then you just have to get on the ground. Can a blast 1 barrier counter it? Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Okay, so you could technically do this. The problem with doing this, your L2 circle, the problem with doing that, hold on, let me get the dude back in there. Oh my god. Fucking hell, hold up. Okay. So the problem with doing this is, say the dude does that, that actually doesn't block special attacks. So what you could do if a dude does this during the middle of the free wills, and say you're not close enough to actually get hit by that, then you could just do this, and it would actually go completely through that barrier. So you definitely have to read them. Like, but at the same time, if the dude reads you and sees that you're coming in, like, hold on, let me get him back in there. So yeah, so if the dude reads you and see that you're coming back in like that, then he could do the barrier. But the problem is the barrier knocks you away, but you'll have enough time to still do this before his barrier ends. So either way, you're still gonna you know, go through it. But that's not a bad thing to do, I guess. But it is, like, if the person has ki and they're like good at the game, then yeah, you might get fucked. So really, if you're just getting outplayed, then you just have to do this. You just have to go like that. And now I'll play against the computer, and I'll do the free will for a while, and then I'll take the game back to the ground, and then I'll take it back to the air, just so you can kind of see how it works. And then honestly, this video is already 30 minutes, so honestly, that should be a good enough explanation of how to do free will. So, alright, so yeah, so I'll just show like exactly what I'm talking about, and then I'll probably end the video. Come on, Gohan. Alright, see how I just did that? Like I did the free will, and then I just like really consistently brought the game down to the ground. See? They can, like, Ki Blast is kind of susceptible to that though. Like if they do a Ki Blast as you're going to the ground, then there's kind of a chance that it's gonna hit you. And right there, if you saw what I just did, I didn't even do a second free will. I actually just got out of the step and barrier and then just did a regular X dash, and it counted as a second free will. If you understand what I'm saying. What about the Blast 2 move that acts like a big, like Super Explosive Wave? Well, the thing about Super Explosive Wave is that it takes 5 bars of ki. So if you have 5 bars of ki, then go ahead and use it. But the thing is like in a really competitive match, you're not gonna consistently have 5 bars of ki. Like that's just not gonna happen. Like I've heard the argument like, oh, I'm just gonna use Super Explosive Wave and spam you and win. But those people can never use it more than like once, maybe twice in a game. And it doesn't do enough damage to actually end the game. Like it'll only do like 1 bar of health. So they're gonna be spending the entire game trying to charge 5 bars of ki to take 1 bar of my health, but by that time I've already taken all of their health. So like, yeah, and also you can also teleport the Super Explosive Wave, but it takes like 8 teleports or 7 teleports or some shit. So it is really hard to get away from if they actually do manage to do it. But the thing is that it's pretty much like, if you use it once, that's impressive. If you use it twice, that's like impossibly like pretty damn good. But you're never gonna be able to use it more than twice, like ever. But you could, like, if you really wanted to, you could put some kind of item on that's constantly giving you ki. That way you can use it more than twice per game. But if I know that you have that item on, then I'm just going to stay far away the whole game. And if I stay far away the whole game, then even if you have all the ki in the world, you're not going to be able to Super Explosive Wave because I'm just going to be far away the whole game. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. That was a pretty good question, though. So, yeah, I mean, I'll just kind of continue this. Oh, fuck, I teleported right into that. Dude, fucking Gohan raping. Oh my god. That's another thing. So you saw him just use that. The thing is you see how that took all of his ki? If we weren't in training mode, he wouldn't be able to do that again. Like... But like I said, you could still use that item that gives you ki back, but then I would just run away the whole time. Like, if I run away the whole time, look, he's never going to catch me. He's never going to catch me. Ever. I can literally just run away the whole game and he'll never... I'm not even on the screen. You can't even see my character because I'm just running away so good. See? So it's like... So you basically have to, like, change your meta. Like, if you're doing the free will and they're catching you with some kind of blast move, then just start running away and then that won't happen. And you can run away until they're out of ki. And even if they have that item that gives them ki back, you can attack them while their ki is coming back whenever their ki is low. So, like, that's pretty much, like, every conceivable way of going against that. Like, I don't think there's anything else that could possibly happen that I haven't already talked about in this video. So, I'm just going to show you guys, like, a few more, like, air-to-ground resets, and then I'll end the video. Can you please stop teleporting? Oh my god, this motherfucker just grabbed me. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's another thing I didn't... Dude, that's another thing I didn't even think about. If you're at the very top of the map, you can just do this. Like, it actually happened in the clip like a few seconds ago, so you might have saw it. But you can just do this. You can literally just do this. You can just free will and then just fucking R1 to get behind. Like, that's so funny. Like, see? Whee! Whee! Yeah, that only works at the top of the map though. So you could just like, if you really want like, yeah, you can, it's actually pretty fucking hilarious. Oh, I fucked up there. Like I said, sometimes if you reset the ground, like the game from ground to air, you can fuck up, but it's definitely possible. That's another reason why using the barrier is bad, like for exactly what just happened right there. But also, Ultimate Gohan has some of the fastest startups in the whole game, so it's like, you know what I'm saying. Oh, shit. And Kid Trunks, contrary to popular belief, is actually not that great of a combo character. Like, he's just good at moving around. But, like, if you press circle at the same time that Gohan presses circle, like, I mean square, then you're not going to get the first hit. Like, Gohan will always get the first hit over Kid Trunks. Alright, so yeah, so I'll just show a few more resets and then I'll end the video. Oh my god, I grabbed him out of that! I fucking grabbed him out of that! Let's go! Oh man, I need to play Armored Core some more. Like, I got really into that game and then I just kind of like lost focus on it, but I need to play it again. Alright, well I think you guys get the point. So I'm gonna do like a couple more resets and this video will end. Alright, well, I think you guys get the point. So, yeah, that's 39 minutes of just showing how to do one thing in this game. That's how fucking complicated this game is. Actually, no, it took literally 40 minutes to show how to do one fucking thing in this game. So I hope that kind of puts into perspective as to why this game is so goddamn difficult. And, yeah. Yeah, this is my second commentary video, so thank you guys for watching, and anybody that's watching it in the future that didn't see the stream, thank you. I'll see you guys later, and I'll probably my next video is gonna be like how to do the Dragon Dash cancel, because like people think that's only in Tenkaichi 3, but it's also in this game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Fucking, you know, hit all the buttons, hit dislike, fucking whatever you want to hit. You know what's funny is disliking the video actually helps a YouTube channel more than not disliking it, because it still puts it in the algorithm for YouTube for other people to see the video. So if you want to hit the dislike button, fucking go ahead, because it's just going to get me more views. I don't really care. So yeah, like, dislike, fucking comment, subscribe, block, ban, whatever the fuck you want to do, just go ahead and do it. And yeah, peace out, guys.